Somerford Hall has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriage, and we're all here today to witness the marriage of Stuart and Lucy. They are here to declare their love and commitment to each other, and we're here to celebrate with them and share in that happiness. If any person knows of any legal reason why Stuart Anthony Roy Goodham and Lucy Ellen Hammond may not be joined in matrimony, you should declare it now. I would now like to begin the ceremony by asking who gives this bride's hand in marriage.
I do.
Thank you very much, sir. Stuart and Lucy, before you pledge yourself in marriage, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make to each other. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. Now, to express their feelings about their relationship and their marriage today, Stuart and Lucy have asked Kate to read a lovely poem called Always Love Each Other.
Always love each other. If you can be as one and walk through marriage hand in hand, yet still support the goals and dreams that each of you have planned. If you can dare to always go your separate ways together, then all the wonder of today will stay with you forever.
Thank you, Kate, that's lovely. Stuart and Lucy, I'm now going to ask each of you to declare that you are free lawfully to marry. So Stuart, if you could please repeat the words of this declaration after me. Slow. You can hold hands if you like, that makes you feel better. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediments.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Stuart Anthony Roy Goodham.
Why I, Stuart Anthony Roy Goodham.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Lucy Ellen Hammond.
To Lucy Ellen Hammond.
Lucy, if you can now please repeat after me. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediments.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Lucy Ellen Hammond.
Why I, Lucy Ellen Hammond.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Stuart Anthony Roy Goodham.
To Stuart Anthony Roy Goodham.
That's a hard Before Stuart and Lucy make their marriage vows, we're going to have our second reading, which is a very appropriately named reading called Marriage, and Phil's kindly agreed to read this. Would you like to come forward?
Marriage. When you marry her, love her. When she is talkative, by all means, listen to her. If she dresses well, compliment her. When she is cross, humour her. If she is jealous, cure her. If she is lonely, comfort her. When she looks pretty, tell her so. But never let her know she isn't the boss. When you marry him, love him. After you marry him, study him. If he is secretive, trust him. And if he is sad, cheer him. When he is talkative, listen to him. When he is quarrelsome, ignore him. If he is jealous, cure him. And if he cares not for pleasure, coax him. If he favours society, accompany him. And when he deserves it, kiss him. Let him think you understand him, but never let him know you manage him.
Stuart and Lucy, the purpose of marriage is to enable you to make a formal commitment to each other, to care for and support each other through everything that life brings to you, and to never allow anything to destroy the feelings that you have for each other. It is a promise from each of you to always treat one another with respect and affection, and to never forget that your marriage is a continuing celebration of the love that you very clearly share today. Marriage must be entered into freely, voluntarily, and with the full and unreserved consent of you both. Therefore, do you, Stuart, take Lucy to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Lucy, take Stuart to be your lawful wedded husband? Stuart and Lucy, as you both declared yourselves free and willing to marry, I was going to say you take each other by the hand, but you already have. You'd like to turn and face each other as you make your formal vows of marriage, some solemn promises to each other.
17
Stuart, if you could please repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
Call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Stuart,
to witness that I, Stuart,
do take thee, Lucy,
do take thee, Lucy,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
I promise
I promise
that our marriage
that our marriage
will always be one of honesty and trust.
will always be one of honesty and trust.
I will respect you and encourage you.
I will respect you and encourage you.
I will laugh with you and be your friend.
I will laugh with you and be your friend.
And I will love you forever.
And I will love you forever.
Lucy, if you could now please repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Lucy,
to witness that I, Lucy,
do take thee, Stuart,
do take thee, Stuart,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
I promise
I promise
that our marriage
that our marriage
will always be one of honesty and trust.
will always be one of honesty and trust.
I will respect you and encourage you.
I will respect you and encourage you.
I will laugh with you and be your friend.
I will laugh with you and be your friend.
And I will love you forever.
And I will love you forever.
We've now come to the moment when Stuart and Lucy will be taking each other as husband and wife. It is also the point when they will be exchanging rings. The exchanging of rings is the traditional way of sealing their love and commitment to each other. I'd like the best man, please, Andrew, to come forward with the rings. Stuart, if you could now please repeat after me. All that I have, I give to you.
All that I have, I give to you.
All that I am, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love
as a token of my love
and as a symbol of all we share
and a symbol of all we share
and the commitment we are making
and the commitment we are making
to each other.
to each other.
Okay, so if you could now please repeat after me. All that I have, I give to you.
All that I have, I give to you.
All that I am, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love
as a token of my love
and as a symbol of all we share
and a symbol of all we share
and the commitment we are making
and the commitment we are making
to each other.
to each other.
Stuart and Lucy, you've both made your declarations required by law and have made your own solemn promises to one another in the presence of your witnesses, family and friends here today. May you always love, honour and cherish one another, and may you live a full and rich life together. It's now my privilege and very great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations.
Tradition tells me that it's up to me to kick off the speeches, or should I say bully off or push back, or yeah. And what can I say, but absolutely magical place to be, and welcome to a very special day for me and Sarah and our beautiful daughter and Eleanor. It is a real magical day, and to be here in this place is just fantastic, and I'm really grateful for all of you attending and making it such a special day. And as pointed out by the South Staffordshire Registrar, I am now officially related to Philip and Belinda, so sorry. Thanks very much for joining us, and it's just absolutely magical. And I think looking around the place, and our beautiful daughter Lucy, and the Summerford Hall and the grounds, and it's magical May, spring in England, in God's own county, it's just magical. And I just, I really am gobsmacked with how good it is. And I've waited for this day for a long time, really. Probably since about the end of April 1990. When, unfortunately for Lucy, I always like to remind her that I was the first person to see Lucy on this planet. Very first person to see Lucy was me. And I often like to remind her about that. And she come flying out in the deepest black country, and I went flying down the stairs, and these are the days when there was no mobile phones. Remember those days? How good were they? Yeah. And down to the public kiosk, phone in the hospital reception area. I got my 10 pence out, and I phoned my mother up, and I said, yeah, got a daughter, Lucy, fantastic. Name chosen by Sarah, and obviously I didn't argue. And went out, had a few beers, and then the next day, I'm sure all of you dads have experienced this, it's like, oh crikey, I've got a daughter, what am I going to do? This is like, serious business. But I've got to say, today has made it all worthwhile. And all the years that have gone by since then have been absolute magic with Lucy. So many magic moments I could tell you about. It would be like here till tomorrow. But I'll run you through a few. Because I've got the only chance I'm going to get. And I suppose the first magical moment after she arrived was probably when she was more or less 1. We were camping down in Herefordshire. We hadn't got a lot of money, usual situation. And we were camping, and she got a little badge on, I am 1. And she stood up, and she went toddling across the field, took her first steps, and it was magic. And then, crikey, I've never stopped running since, until Stuart came along. But that's probably one of the first magical moments I can remember off the top of my head. Which leads me on to the next one. And as you're all probably aware, that we're in the valley of the mighty Penk, the mighty River Penk, which spills out eventually into the North Sea. And you might have heard this story, I don't know, but when Lucy was about 2 years of age, we found ourselves on the outskirts of Skegness, which I wouldn't recommend. And we went. It was a typical, English summer's day, chucking in the rain. So we went off in the car, what can we find to do? And we came upon the Humber Bridge, which at that time was the biggest or the second biggest bridge in the world. I thought, okay, let's have a look at this, let's have a look. So me and Sarah and Lucy, we get out. I thought, hey, this is a big bridge, had a little walk, thinking we're going to go about, 20, 30 yards. Half a mile later, Lucy's still walking. This one? You're all right, you're all right, Luce? Yeah. Anyway, gets to the other side. I think it's about 2 miles across the Humber Bridge. And, okay to walk back? Yeah, walk back. And one of my most treasured photos is me and Lucy on that old bridge. And she's only 2 years of age. And that was a magic moment. And I thought, crikey, this girl's got some strength and some spirit. And, somebody in the future's got a serious job on his hands, And, and then she started school. And I took her to school the first day. And she wins all the races and very sporting and wants the ball and magic moments, magic. Winding forward a few years, I can remember coming in from work one night. I think it was a Monday or a Tuesday night. And Lucy was in tears. And crikey, what's going on? And she was in the right state. I said, what's the matter? Oh, sit down, talk things through. It's like this, Dad. I've got to get a netball. Got to go to gymnastics. Got to go to Chase Youth Theatre. Got to go to hockey. And it's all like tonight, on the same night. She said, I don't know what to do. I said, I want to go to all of them. I said, well, Lucy, sometimes you've got to make a choice. You've got to sort of choose, what it is you really want to do. I said, so have a think about it, netball, gymnastics, etc., or hockey. And she chose hockey. And so the next 5 or 6 years were spent in the car park then at Cannock Hockey Club on evenings and that, while Lucy was doing her training and stuff. Magic moments, to be fair, magic moments. And off through school and off went to university. Dropped her off at Nottingham, and I sort of knew then that she wouldn't come back, I sort of thought, yeah, she's gone now, she's on her way. And then she gets to meet this chap, Stuart, and brings him home, and I thought, this lad's got potential. And afterwards, Lucy was really worried that I didn't like Stuart, and she was obviously completely wrong. But I didn't want to give too much away at the time, you know what I mean? And but yeah, so they go off to live together, and magic moments. Stuart gets his qualifications, Lucy gets hers, and then. We have another magic moment, and Eleanor appears, which was unbelievable. I'm never going to have kids, Dad. Magic, absolute magic, and here we are today. It's good for all, and proud to say that Lucy is now Mrs. Goodrun, and I welcome Stuart with all my heart. And welcome, as my son-in-law, and that's from Sarah as well. Fantastic, magic moment. And I read somewhere that I'm supposed to give advice as the father of the bride. And I thought about this for a bit. I thought, well, really, there ain't a lot of advice I can give Stuart and Lucy, because they seem to have just got it all right. The only advice I'll give them is carry on, because they're doing a fantastic job, and they're wonderful people. I love them to bits, and it's a real magic day for me.
Thank you all for coming today. It's an honour to stand here, really, to be able to have Lucy as my wife, and it's such proud and pleased. Bear with me. So I've been told, everyone keeps harping on saying, this is the easy speech, this is the easy speech. Rich, Hoodie, thanks very much. You're right, yours is already gone, you're okay. Okay. But no, I mean, sorry. So no, I'm going to keep it simple, loads of thank yous, no jokes from me, because I've heard there's entertainment coming up later on from the best man. So don't worry, you can all come in there. So yeah, that's done. So I don't know what it said, but it'll go. So first thank you I've got to thank is Ian, new father-in-law. Thanks for being so supportive to us, and especially for helping arrange this wonderful day. I can appreciate how hard today would have been to hand Lucy's hand to me, to be able to marry her. Thank you very much. And I feel privileged and lucky that you've accepted me. So I can... So can we all raise a glass to Ian, father of the bride, please? Cheers. Cheers. Got a little gift for you somewhere, but Ned. You'll see the theme in a minute. Mother-in-law. Right. So, thank you very much for bringing up Lucy, fantastic daughter, and thank you very much for giving her your good looks. So, thank you very much for that. I know that you've been so busy lately, but you've helped us out so much running up to the wedding, and we really appreciate every moment that you have helped us with. So thank you so much, both of you. So please accept another gift for a little thank you for everything. Oh, where's she going? Hey, she's fine in the floor. Okay. Next one's to my parents. Obviously, a lot of you know him, Phil Belinda from hockey. Been an inspiration throughout my life, and they've been a really great help with wedding planning as well. So I want to especially thank you for introducing me to hockey. I know that I had no choice, but thank you very much for introducing me to hockey. You know, a lot of friends in here have been built from that, and I really appreciate that. And I wouldn't have met the love of my life, Lucy, without going and playing hockey. So thank you very much. Again, gifts. Everyone's getting gifts here. Can we have another two for Mum and Dad, please? Where do you get all the kisses?
Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you.
I've got a hip
I'll
get
me hip Okay.
Tumblr.
This next one's both from me and Lucy to thank our beautiful bridesmaids for today. Been fantastic. So thank you very much, Jodie, Caitlin, Harriet. Thank you. A big thank you as well goes to Jodie for organising a great hen do. So I'm told. I heard it was really good. Although I feel like we're missing someone in the crowd. What's happened?
He's on
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. I was expecting to see someone next to me at the aisle with a little colonel outfit. But no, we got a few little gifts.
Sorry to disappoint.
For all the bridesmaids. So thank you very much as well. Next one goes to Ned, who's prancing about giving loads of presents out. Thank you so much, mate, for helping out today. Been a massive help organising for the wedding, especially getting the cake over from Nottingham, which me and Lucy last night were just constantly on edge. Have they got here yet? Have they got here yet? But no. I made it in one and it's still 3-tiered, so we're alright. But no, a little thank you is somewhere around here for you. Best man, of course. So if you could pass that to Ned. Thank you very much, mate. I didn't lie, it was just thank yous. Next one, obviously best man, my brother. My older brother, who's obviously always helped us out. As an older brother, he's obviously always had my back, he's always looked out for me. He's always been there when things turn sour. It's great to have you back in the UK, and it's not so bad you being my coach, so it's not too bad. The stag do in Barcelona was awesome, so thank you very much for organising that. I had a great time, couldn't have picked a better place. So I'd just like to say thank you very much, and there's a little gift which Ned's got. And especially Laura, as soon as we got drinks, and we'll raise a glass as well to Andrew, my best man, please. Thank you. I'm only kidding. She knew that was coming. I did so worry. I already know the rules. I checked that was okay before we started. I did check it. So where can I start? 2.5 years we've been waiting for this day to come. I know some delays. Who's chirping up right now, appropriately. But to continue with the thank yous, I'd like to thank for the best 8 years of my life. You made every year fantastic. We've created a great family together and a beautiful daughter, Eleanor, and I can't wait for us all to grow up together, be in the good hands. I know with all my heart that you're my soulmate, my best friend, and the person that I couldn't live without anymore. So, Lucy's organised so much today as well, so, you know, she's done a fantastic job. She's been the backbone to sorting out everything that we've got in front of us. So thank you for making such an amazing day.
As Stuart's older brother, it's an honour to be able to be asked to be his best man. And on this very special day, I'm honoured to be able to toast you to such a wonderful couple. I'm sure everyone in the room would agree. It's an amazing honour for me. Firstly, I'd like to say how good the bridesmaids looked absolutely amazing today, and they were only outshone by our wonderful bride, who I think we'd all agree in the room looked absolutely amazing. And secondly, I'd like to congratulate Stuart, who today, Stuart was on time for the first time in his life. However, he did have me there to help him along the way, and Kate, and Mum, and Dad, and Nicola, and even Eleanor pitched in to make sure Stu got out the door on time. As we all know, Stu is not the best at getting places on time. He always thinks of something better to do when he walks out the door. For example, that washing you wanted taking upstairs 3 days before, he thinks that's a good idea to take upstairs when you're about to walk outside. Or when you're about to go on a family holiday for a couple of days, he thinks it's okay to take a phone call to someone he's not spoken to for a long time. However, when he started to see Lucy, he wanted to make a change in his life. He wanted to start being early and make a good impression. So, on their first trip down to London, he decided to pick Lucy up. And he picked Lucy up, and Lucy wasn't even ready yet. Chuffed. Stuart was chuffed with his newfound punctuality. Only to be brought down to earth when he realised his organisational skills had let him down again. And he had told Lucy exactly the wrong time to get changed. She was getting ready for an hour later. So, well done, Stu. What a good way to get off to your first holiday together. But things did not get much better for Lucy when she got into Stu's car on the way down. And he started putting his music on. Stu's had an interesting taste in music throughout his life. His favourite album as a youngster was the Queen's Marching Band CD. Thanks for that, man. You introduced him to that. Thank you very much. That was closely followed by the Smurfs Christmas hit, which we're probably playing in the car on the way down, even though it was the middle of June. But I think it's safe to say that your trip to see Bewitched as a 12-year-old boy was not really much of an upgrade. Never mind, Stu, c'est la vie.
That's bad. It's sad because I'm the only one that knows it.
I was thinking now, Stu.
To be fair, it was surprising they made it down to London, given the music in the car, but let alone the fact that Stu has the worst directional sense ever. Not only did he not have a clue where we were going on his stag do, but he has been known to go the wrong way around the M25 on the way to a hockey match. But if I'd have been coaching, you'd have definitely started on the bench. Hopefully in London on their holiday, they didn't want some important pictures to be captured. Stu has everyone knows Stu, although you may not know, Stu has a posh camera, but it's taken him quite a while to hone his photography skills. So during a family holiday to Cyprus, we were both given disposable cameras to capture our amazing holiday that we had. At the end of the holiday, there was only one picture left, and Stu was the one who had it. So as a memory, we asked him to take a picture of the aeroplane, because we all wanted to see what had happened and where we were going. So a week later, when the pictures had been developed, we were shocked to see the memories that Stuart decided to relive in his holiday. There was a lovely picture of a wall. However, to this day, Stu does claim there was a camouflage lizard on there. But we're yet to see it. There was a blurry donkey on the side of the road, taken from a moving car. An oil tanker out at sea. And for the main event, the aeroplane ended up just being the tail of the plane. So, however, Stu has got a bit better at capturing the important moments in his life. But, hey Stu, if you take enough pictures, you're going to get the right picture. Stu's always been good at making friends while he's on holiday. Stu's best friend has to be Henry, who he met on a holiday in Centre Parks. He tried to keep in touch with Henry, but Henry never wrote back. I know what you're all thinking. How rude must Henry be? After all the meals they shared together, all the time they played outside, and the uncontrollable... Please be quiet, thank you. And the uncontrollable tears they shed when they had to leave each other at the end of the holiday. However, Henry's not your normal 6-year-old boy. He's more like a feathered friend. In fact, Henry was a duck. Lucy, I suggest you keep Stuart clear of other birds while you're on your honeymoon. As we all know, Stuart's done really well in his career, and we couldn't be prouder. Accountancy has always been a job Stu's wanted to do, along with being a train driver, which could have given him a little more excitement in his life, but I'll steer clear from boring accountant jokes, sorry, as Stu clearly doesn't fit the mould. But Lucy, I'm sure you'll disagree when once a week Stu's got the weekly receipts and putting them into the household spreadsheet. So it's safe to say, Stu, you're pretty good with numbers. Maybe a little worse with words. After playing the big brother role and being the designated driver at Sam's boxing match, and Stu, having recently passed his exams, Stu decided that Jaeger bombs would be the drink of choice. After making sure he had 2 every round. Needless to say, Stuart was a little worse for wear when we got back into Cannock, and is still the only person I know to be banned from 2 of Cannock's finest chip shops for being too drunk. After making sure the lamppost didn't fall down outside Central Chip Shop, it was time to head home. Ever the wordsmith, I was slightly surprised when my brother told me to stop going round corners and driving erotically. Although I can kind of let him off, he did have his head in a half-open umbrella. However, I'm sure Mum and Dad were not that impressed. When later on in the morning they had to break into the downstairs toilet to rescue my little brother, who'd fallen asleep clutching the toilet bowl. In his moment of need, being carried upstairs by our dad at 26 years old, always thinking about saving money, he made sure he told Dad to turn the light on. However, back to their trip to London. Lucy was lucky they weren't self-catering. One of Stuart's best dishes while he was a youngster was microwave fries to go with melted cheese and barbecue sauce, which he religiously ate every night when he got home from school. This made me more impressed when my brother decided to treat us all to a homemade cooked meal. Worried about what would be in front of me and expecting microwave cheesy chips and food poisoning, I was surprised to see a home-cooked chicken pie. Stuart assured me that chicken pie tasted amazing because of his newfound secret ingredient. His secret ingredient was thymine. I was a bit shocked at this, I've never heard this ingredient before. Interested to see how this would taste. It was only after I tasted the pie I found out he actually meant time. Good job you can count, Stu. Let's hope you're not the one teaching Eleanor how to talk. After an eventful first holiday away, Lucy decided all the above was worth the hassle. And here we are, 7 years later on their wedding day. I always knew they were meant for each other when Stuart gave up his last slice of bread and butter pudding at a house party at Mum and Dad's house. They both have great jobs, an amazing daughter, and now they've rounded it off here on their wedding day. And I'd like to wish you both all the luck in your future life together, and I couldn't be prouder as your older brother to see you both so happy. And there will be a disco, which I'm told that Stuart has selected the music for. So expect to be rocking around the Christmas tree in about an hour's time. Thank you very much.